here for you with 6 News at 11.
The legacy of Malcolm X leads to a tense Mason City Council meeting tonight. It's our top story at 11. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. Siobhan has the night off. The controversy around a proposed Malcolm X Day of observance and a following ethics complaint brought a state government official, local leaders, and people who live in Mason to tonight's City Council meeting to share their concerns. Our Josh Sanchez is here for you now with more. Josh, tell us what you heard tonight.
Well, Sherry, tonight's agenda about the city's budget and ordinances was overshadowed about comments about what Malcolm X means to the city. And it also gave people a chance to either share support for remembering the civil rights leader or their shock to the council member who proposed the day of observance.
I think Rita Vogel seems to be trying to promote hate and racism in Mason, and I feel she should be reprimanded.
Vicki Whipple is one of a small handful of Mason residents who shared their frustration with comments and actions made by Mason Council member Rita Vogel back in February. At that time, Vogel proposed a day of observance to remember Malcolm X and the year and a half he spent living and going to school in Mason. Tonight's meeting comes nearly a week after the city's Board of Ethics struck down a complaint against Vogel. Board members said the complaint related to her proposal about Malcolm X lacked merit. Several people from around Mason spoke in support of Vogel and pressed for recognition of the civil rights leader, and one of those speakers was State Senator Sarah Anthony.
These small actions, symbolic actions, actions that lift up all of our parts of our history, also signal whether someone feels welcome and comfortable in these communities.
Near the end of the meeting, Councilwoman Vogel asked for an explanation of how ethics complaints are handled.
So just that process was done so terribly from how I found out, and then the day of the meeting is when I'm invited to it.
City Manager Deborah Stewart says the all-volunteer ethics board has to investigate each complaint that's submitted and that the city has little to do with any investigation.
They follow the investigation, they contact the complainant, they contact the person that was complained against. So they're following the ethics ordinance as written today. Obviously, council can decide whether they would like to change that, but currently there's very little flexibility for them.
At the end of the meeting, Councilmember Vogel says she plans to draft a resolution that would change how the ethics complaints are handled to, quote, not waste staff time or board time. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh, for your follow-up. Well, the Mason Historical Society Museum marked 25 years today with a ribbon cutting to ring in another year of collecting the area's stories. Members of the society invited the public to stroll through the former church and explore the rooms packed with history of the city and major businesses. Local and state leaders presented proclamations noting the society's work in keeping the building running.
I don't think every town in the country of this size would have this kind of facility. We want to make sure that that it's the entire Mason area, not just the city, that's represented in the artifacts that we have here and in the history that we celebrate. So.
The Historical Society's president says he hopes the next 25 years leads to more sharing and collecting stories from around the area through the museum and monthly presentations.